What's good, y'all? It's Jimmy Chongas, and in today's video, basically, I'm gonna be doing the Q&A that I said I'd be doing back on the Big Rips and Twitch Clips video. It just kind of took me a minute to get around to filming it because of, you know, life and whatnot. However, for this particular video, I said what I would do is kind of clean out all of my bongs and pieces that are over 12 inches tall and kind of hit them all throughout that video. So right over here, you guys might be able to see we have most of these pieces cleaned out, and what I figured I would do for this kind of video is answer 2 questions, rip a bowl, answer 2 questions, rip a bowl, and repeat the process until we have finished. However, I figured this video needed somewhat of an intro because, again, I announced this Q&A a while back and just kind of wanted to let you guys know that this is that Q&A. And also, the bong that I'm going to be ripping last is not super clean, so what I figured I would go ahead and do is intro this video, take a nice quick rip because I haven't even taken a hit yet today, and then after this first hit that we take, then we're gonna hop into the challenge because we're gonna start from smallest bong and work our way up to the biggest one. And yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. All right, so as you guys can see, we're sitting over here just getting this bowl nice and packed up so that way we can go ahead and rip this one down and then hop into the Q&A. However, just kind of realized that this was the piece I was just dabbing off of, and this is actually going to be the first piece that we hit. So this is the first piece, this is the last one. This is like the smallest bong that I have. This one is like 12 inches. I mean, I have pieces smaller than that, but those are dab rigs. This is like the smallest flower piece I have, so. Got the biggest and the smallest one right in front of me. I honestly don't really have too much time to film this, and I feel like I'm being rushed. All right, guys, cheers. Let's just go ahead and get it. This is about the most hits that I'll take off of my Apex design before I clean it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and clean it right after this. Cheers. Gotta love these ash catchers, man. If you pay attention to the water inside the bong compared to the ash catcher, these things save your bong. But anyways, guys, again, I don't have too much time to be doing this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this piece all cleaned out, and again, we're just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna answer some questions, rip the bowl, and if you guys want me to ever revisit this particular video where I hit all of my taller pieces, I can redo this, but without the Q&A, so that way I hit the bongs back to back as best as I can. Like, you know, like bong rip, bong rip, bong rip, bong rip, like, you know, something like that. But if you guys want to see that, leave it in the comments below. Other than that, let's just go ahead and get right into the Q&A. All right, guys, as you guys can see, we have all the pieces all cleaned out, except for this piece because I was just smoking wax off of it. Can't be fucked to clean it, but it's still clean enough. So we have our thick ass glass super slit UFO perk. We got the double forearm tree beaker. We got our raw OG daily high club beaker. We got our big old thick boy 17-inch beaker. Then we got our thick ass glass straight tube, the 18-inch, and then our Apex design. So in order, we're gonna be hitting all these pieces. Actually, this bong is taller than that one, so these should be switched around. There we go, that looks a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the camera angle going and answer some questions, rip a bong, answer some questions, rip a bong, and we're just gonna go ahead and do this. So let's get it. All right, guys, so basically, as you guys can probably see, I got all the pieces all right here in front of me, and I figured we'd just go ahead and get into this Q&A. I took screenshots of all the questions that I want to answer. I actually need to plug up my phone charger. Now, I didn't necessarily count how many questions I have in total, so what I think I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna read 2 questions, then rip a bong, and then read 2 questions, and then rip a bong, and then if we answer all the questions by the time we get to here, then we'll just take the next 2 real fast. So let's just go ahead and start off with the first 2. All right, so this first one's gonna be from Kent Silva. It's gonna be, there's 2 questions here, well 3 questions actually. I'm gonna answer 2 of them because somebody already asked one of them. So, who are your top 5 music artists and what's your favorite strain of wax? My favorite strain of wax, if I had to choose, I had some, there was like some Goji OG live resin that I used to get back in the day, and it tasted just like the flower. It was very, very good, so I'd have to say some Goji OG live resin. But I haven't had that in a minute, so it's kind of hard for me to choose one particular one. Top 5 music artists, it's really hard for me to pick 5, but if I were to just throw some names out, number 1, Tech 9 for sure. Then we got Devilish Trio. We got Suicide Boys, just because I really fuck with them. I used to listen to them heavy back in the day. I want to put Oos up there. Oos is real talented as far as like producing, and I really just fuck with this vibe of music. And I have no clue who I'm gonna throw in the top 5, dude. The 5th one, fuck, I'm just gonna, I don't know, Sepra. I don't know. We're just gonna put that there. But so when it comes down to that question, it's really hard for me to pick top 5. If I were to pick top 3, it'd probably be like Tech 9, Devil's Trio and Suicide Boys or something like that, but it's really hard for me to pick, you know what I mean, because there's a lot of people I really listen to. Alright, so the next question is going to be from Crown Quate. Shout out the homie Manda. If you guys actually see my profile picture, she's the one who actually did that. Super, super talented. Go ahead and check out her channel. I'll put it up on screen right now. But Crown Quate, first experience with a bong. I believe my first experience with a bong, I think it was actually my sister and her friend used to smoke a lot of weed before I ever really had access to it. And they lived right around, or her friend lived right around the corner. I remember one night, me and my friend went over there and just wanted to match. Like, we didn't want to match, we just wanted to go smoke up some of their shit. So we were just like, you know what, let's just go over there and, you know, smoke on the blunt a little bit. And they actually had a bong. That was my first time hitting a bong. And I just remember it being like, I just remember being otherworldly high, but not necessarily being so high where I couldn't, it was just the highest I'd ever been at that point, like, you know what I mean? Because usually I would be used to hitting off of pipes and like joints or something, so that was like my first bong hit. So I was walking home after that like, whoa, that felt different. All right, so that's the first two questions. We're just gonna go ahead and take ourselves a nice little bong hit now. Cheers. The Super Slit 24 UFO, whatever you want to call it. Sorry it's not clean, I just didn't want to clean it. Let me set it back where it was. And since we're ripping the next piece next, let me go ahead and get it packed. Okay, so the next question, what was your worst smoking experience? My worst smoking experience. I would say there was like one particular time, I don't know what did this to me, but I remember, I don't know if I was smoking a joint or off of a pipe. I wasn't really I think I was hitting off of a blunt, and I feel like the tobacco made me feel weird because I think like shortly after smoking, I was walking up the stairs and I got so dizzy where I actually had to just sit down on the stairs for like a good 3 minutes. And then I literally kind of like walked to my room like a zombie, laid on my bed and just had the spins. I don't know if that was because of the tobacco, because I've never had a bad experience with weed. I can't necessarily name a time where I've puked throughout. Like, I've never taken a hit so big that I've puked. I've never greened out. I've never gotten too high necessarily. But yeah, I feel like there was that one particular time where I did feel really dizzy after smoking, but again, I have a feeling that was because of the tobacco. Do you have any skate videos of yourself? If I do, I'll put them up on screen right now. They're just like either flat ground tricks or just barely like me just doing shit in a parking lot, because I've never really had enough opportunity to actually go progress when it comes to skateboarding. So I actually have this little ledge thing right here. I don't want to move my camera, but I bought this purely to learn how to do like grinds and all that kind of stuff. So I just got myself some new skateboards for a reason. If I do start doing more skateboarding stuff, I will want to record my progression. So who knows, I might take the camera out to the lot and actually just try to film myself landing flat ground tricks, or who knows, just get some little skate / smoke session videos for you guys. All right, so we got the next piece here. This is the Raw OG 420 Daily High Club beaker. Really, really nice piece. Cheers. I like the way this piece looks when it bilks up too, because you can see the design real well. Nice. Now the next beaker that I'm going to be hitting right here, this is actually the first bong I ever purchased, so that's lit. This next one is by Stick. It is Desert Island strain choice of bud and wax. I'm not sure what Desert Island has to do with it. Is that like, are you asking if I was stranded on a deserted island and I had to choose a, like, I don't understand that question fully, but if I had to choose a strain of bud or wax, if I had to choose a strain of bud, it would be Gorilla Glue. If I had to choose a strain of wax, again, it'd probably be Goji OG. And do you do calisthenics at home? Is that like, I know calisthenics is a particular style of working out, but if you're just talking like, I do work out at home, yes. I got me 25-pound dumbbells here, cause I'm fucking ripped, cunt. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to our next question. The next one is by Hayden Drew. It says, do you live alone or do you have any housemates? I do not live alone, I live with family. And I'll answer another one. This one is by Mule, ASFY, Fave Strain. I'd have to say, it's hard because I think I had what was that stuff I had recently? I don't think it was Bear Dance. It was something else. Animal Face. I had some Animal Face that was really on the verge of being better than Gorilla Glue for me. But if I had to choose, man, it'd have to be Gorilla Glue. That's definitely my favorite strain. So Gorilla Glue for sure. So this next bong that we're gonna be hitting again is the first bong I ever purchased. The water levels are kind of fucked up. I need to get some Zep to kind of get this part clean, because as you guys can probably tell, this is the piece that is kind of stained right here. So I need some Zep for that. But anyways, guys, cheers. I like this bong. I'm gonna be proper baked by the end of this one. Next one's going to be off of the Big Boy Beaker. Really, really thick bong. I trust to actually smack this bong against things because I know it's not gonna break. This is the thickest bong I've ever had. So, and the best part is I got that for $42 off of DH Gate, and it's the thickest bong out of all my pieces. Okay, so next question is by Slida, not sure how you say it. How old were you when you first smoked, and what was it like? When I first smoked, I believe I was 12. And it was with my sister and her friend again, who smoked a lot more than me at the time. And they had a blunt, they showed me and my friend, and I was just kind of like, oh, you know what, fuck it, let's just go ahead and take a few hits. What is it like? Because at that point in time, I wasn't skeptical about it anymore. I kind of educated myself on it. I knew a lot of people who smoked it and didn't have any side effects. I knew it wasn't pretty much, because like growing up, I thought it was pretty much the same thing as a cigarette. I was like, gosh, smoking weed will kill you. Like, you know, I was one of those kids. But once I kind of learned it was better, I was kind of like, all right, fuck it, let's go ahead and, you know, give it a try. My first time smoking was off of a grape swisher. I took a few hits off of that. I was really, really baked, man. I was sitting in my driveway, crisscross applesauce, and it literally kind of felt like the Friday scene where like Craig is sitting there and he can hear his own heartbeat. And I'm like, dude, this is wild. I was pretty baked that day. So that was my first time smoking, and yes, it was when I was 12. And this question is by Abraham Young, I believe. First time you smoked? I just want, well, both of the questions were there. I might as well have fucking, you know, shout out. I kind of answered both of your guys' questions right there. I wasn't paying attention. This one is by IGV2 Royalty. Have you ever mixed your pot with tobacco, or would you ever try it in a future video? For the sake of like a challenge, maybe. Like, you know, I mean, seeing as I've done like, well, I haven't posted them on the channel yet, but I've done some pretty spicy challenges here, like the one chip challenge and the bomb sauce. I'm gonna be posting some like more challenge videos here soon, like the muscle stimulator one. So I might do that for like a video just to try, but I've never been interested in it. I don't care for tobacco like that. Again, I don't even really care to smoke blunts. So it's one of those kind of things. Figure we'll go ahead and take our next hit because we are going to answer our next questions after that. This is going to be the big old beaker bong, guys. I really, really like this particular downstem. The shower head downstems are my favorite when it comes down to like normal bongs. But anyways, cheers. It was like on fire in the water. Nice. So we got past all these. Now I could just kind of resort to my beautiful pieces. These are my daily drivers. These are the pieces that I love so much. We got the Jared Bennett slide on this piece. I love all the red accents on it. Just because it's thick ass glass doesn't make it bad glass. I really enjoy this bong. And then we have our Apex design. This is my new daily driver, my favorite piece to hit currently. These are gonna be the next two pieces we hit. All right, seeing as we were about 14 minutes into that, I just went in and started a new recording. I don't want it to shut off on me. So we have a question by Timo, not sure how to say it. Do you have plans on making some videos with Raul G and Awesome Video? Honestly, yeah. I mean, if we ever plan to do a collab, I mean, we've done videos on his channel. Like, you know, there's been times where I was either in Vegas or when we met up in Denver. You guys can go check those videos out. Actually, if you guys would look at my video, Among Us While Baked, I almost forgot. He was in that video, but at the end of the day, we do plan on probably doing some more videos together in the near future. And this one is by, or F. What was your first... I can't, so this is why I'm throwing the question up on screen, so that way you guys can read it, because I can't. What was the first piece of glass you owned, some of the favorite games currently growing, or some of your favorite games currently or growing up. Okay, that was a tongue twister for me to read for whatever reason. First piece of glass I ever owned was obviously some sort of pipe, but when it comes down to like the first piece I ever bought, I said was this piece. But then there's been like you know, like those weird vase looking bongs that aren't even see-through. They're just like weird bubble based bongs. Like I've had pieces like that growing up, but I would say this is like the first piece that I actually like bought and like really was like, man, this is my piece, man. This is like my bong. So I think this was like really one of the first bongs I was smoking off of on my channel. So that piece for sure. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pack up the next hit before we go ahead and answer our last question. And lucky me, we ran out of our cornbread, so we're gonna go ahead and break into some of this Fire Leroy. So we're just gonna pack up the last few bowls with some of that stuff. All right, so there we go. Got that nice and packed up. I need to fill this one up with water or else I might forget and accidentally hit it with like a dry hit. I've done that before in videos. But anyways, guys, cheers. I miss hitting this bong. I definitely need to put some water in this piece before I accidentally hit it without water. Edit in a rat. Anyways, this one's by Maddie Burns. Views on the LGBTQ community. I don't know why I said Q. You asked it, so I figured I should answer it. Like, you know, I honestly don't care. You know, like I feel like, again, you'd be a piece of shit to sit here and see a gay couple and have an issue with it. Like, why would you be upset about that? Can we know more about your background, like family, favorite memories, etc.? That'd have to be for like a video on itself. I don't want to make this one too longer. And favorite color? That's a good one. Cause I kind of want to say like a cyan, like a turquoise blue. I like turquoises. But I'm a fan of earth tone colors a lot. So I'd have to say like navy green. I don't know. I really like I don't know. That's a dude. Why is that a hard question? Fuck it. Turquoise. And for the most part, there wasn't really too many questions. That looks like about it. I just kind of wanted to go ahead and answer them. You know, this is the first Q&A I ever did. Obviously, if I do another one in the near future, I'll probably be able to do it a bit better. This one might be all over the place again. I just figured let's just kind of make this a bit interesting by kind of hitting all of my pieces throughout the video. And let's just go ahead and pack up our final hit. I figured I kind of spaced that out perfectly. I thought I was gonna run out of questions by the time I got to like the 4th bong or something. And since this is the final hit, we are gonna make sure we pack this one up nice and fat. Use our little torch lighter to get this little thing going. I am gonna be getting some more glass. I know some people wanna see some more glass unboxings. So I'm definitely gonna be making sure I get some more glass here soon. But for the most part, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just rip down this nice little bowl. And that's probably going to be it for the video. I just really wanted to kind of get this Q&A done. You know, sorry it took me so long to actually do it, but anyways, cheers. Take a fat rip out of the Apex design, still somehow smooth. But anyways, guys, that's most likely gonna wrap it up for this video. If you guys want to see more Q&As, obviously leave it in the comments below. But other than that, leave a like, subscribe for more. Have a great fucking day. Peace out.